Tron Ares beats our expectations. We saw the first 20 minutes of Predator Badlands. Harry Potter got its first look at John Lithgow as Dumbledore on a beach. He's not sunbathing. Heat is looking to cast Leonardo DiCaprio, Bradley Cooper, Austin Butler, and Adam Driver. And Timothée Chalamet reveals his shaved head for Dune 3. Let's get into this episode of Movie News.
What's up, movie friends? Welcome back to Raiders of the Lost podcast, the ultimate film and TV podcast. There's so much to go over in this episode, everything that I mentioned before, as well as a bunch of new trailers for Bugonia, Ballad of a Small Player, Die I Love, The Witcher, news about Ocean's 14. This stuff is coming in hot, guys. Now let's talk about the biggest thing coming up this weekend. We have a bunch of new movie releases. Tron Ares, Roofman, and Kiss of the Spider open in theaters October 10th.
Kiss of the Spider Woman.
Kiss of the Spider. What did I say?
Kiss of the Spider. You forgot
Kiss
the
of the
woman.
Spider Woman.
Anthony's trying to erase woman. So upcoming releases plus world premieres. We had Tron Ares, of course. Anthony and I saw it last night. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Frankenstein had a world premiere as well. It's limited release. It's going to be a Netflix movie for the most part. The Black Phone 2, we are going to the world premiere tonight, which is going to be a blast. And Marty Supreme, which we'll talk about, Timothée Chalamet, premiered at the New York Film Festival. 2 amazing responses.
And Benny Safdie said he had finished the film.
Josh
Safdie said he had finished the film at 2 a.m. the previous night, and then they brought it to New York Film Fest, like right after finishing it.
The previous day.
Yeah.
So, and then they tested it out, and it looks, I can't wait to see. The response is glowing, and Timothée Chalamet will talk about his fun marketing campaign about the first video he's done for Marty Supreme.
Pretty cool.
But let's talk about Predator Badlands. Anthony and I, as if you've been following us on social media, were so lucky enough to be chosen by Disney to go view the first 20 minutes of Predator Badlands. We also got to sit down and chat with Dan Trachtenberg, the writer and director of the film. And man, this is going to be an exciting movie. We're very excited to talk about it more. We can't really say much, but we can talk about the new trailer, which also dropped the other day. And it gives a great look at the characters, the world, the story. This will also be the first Predator movie to not be rated R. It'll be a PG-13 film. It will still be as violent as possible, and we can attest to seeing the first 20 minutes. This movie is going to be action-packed with violence, but it's possible. It'll be as violent as possible without any human red blood in the film. This will hit theaters on November 7th, pretty soon.
That's what gets you an R rating, if you show a lot of blood. You can show a little bit if it's like a cut on your forehead. Yeah, that's okay for PG-13, but if you're dismembering people and like killing people and showing blood, that's a rated R rating. So they have to avoid that.
2 F-bombs will get you rated R
as well. And you show a guy's junk, R rated immediately.
If you show a guy's junk,
you're not going to see Predator stuff, guys. But it is a really great first 20 minutes that we saw, and we can't wait to see the entire film. And it's actually, what's interesting is they're pushing 3D on this film.
Yeah.
The main poster they just released, it's Predator Badlands 3D and IMAX.
And Trachtenberg talked about the 3D process and how they are really doing it justice. It's not so much stuff coming at your face. Like the 3D shots became a gimmick besides Avatar, but doing what Avatar does and really expanding the depth of the visuals with 3D and enhancing the world aspect of it.
It could be a big step forward for that format. And by the way, the Avatar trailer, we saw it in theaters and IMAX last night. It was insane.
Did you hear me exclaim at the end?
Yeah, James, what'd you say? You were like, that looks amazing.
Yeah, got a round of applause. Because they played a couple trailers before the screening for Tron Ares, and the Avatar one to see on an IMAX screen at their private theater, which we're so lucky to be able to go, it just looks flawless. It looks amazing. I can't believe it's not real people.
So I have a really big question. I know a lot about Harry Potter, but you're more of a scholar of Potter than I am. And we got the first. If you want to look at it online, you don't have to. Someone got photos of John Lithgow as Dumbledore on set for the series, and he's filming scenes. Spoilers, I'm going to say it's not a spoiler that I know of, but just in case you don't want to know what the photos look like, I'm going to say right now, he's on a beach.
Yeah.
What would this be?
My guess is, so obviously they're changing things up. I have a couple predictions of how they're going to open the show. I think they're going to open the show with Snape and the opening scene discovering Lily's death and obviously little baby Harry. So my guess is there may be Dumbledore on a beach. The only thing that makes sense to me is maybe he's already hunting for Horcruxes, or he's trying to find where the Horcruxes are. And so maybe there's going to be a cross storyline of him doing that in the background, which always was happening,
Yes.
but we never knew about until Half-Blood Prince, really, what he was doing when he's leaving the school. All the professors not here. The professor finds himself unable to, he's busy. So maybe they're going to infuse some new storylines of Dumbledore just searching for Horcruxes. And maybe, HBO likes to do episodes that we never explore in IP. Last of Us, a whole episode devoted to two characters that we got very little glimpses of in the game, with Bill's Town, just kind of making their own story out of that. Maybe we get a solo Dumbledore episode hunting for a Horcrux or a location of a Horcrux. Real quick, check out this amazing Black Phone 2 poster over my right shoulder, provided to us by our great friends at movieposters.com. Use our code Raiders10 at checkout today to get 10% off your order, and our affiliate link, which is in the episode description, that gets us a commission of your purchase so they can track that you discovered their website from us. So click that link to affiliate us with your account, and then use our code Raiders10 at checkout. 10% off you. We get a commission. You get an amazing poster. It's a win-win for everybody.
This is why I asked you, man, because that's a great concept.
Yeah, or maybe it's like he found out the news of his death or felt something. I don't know, but my guess is this is either the discovery of the Darth Lord's death, and he got news of it like this somehow, or he's Horcrux hunting.
I like the idea of Horcrux hunting. I like that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But
he's not tanning.
He's not tanning.
He's not there. So he's not there for a rest.
The wardrobe looks pretty cool.
Yeah, and his beard's really long, which is what you want.
He's not wearing flowing robes, but he's got this really cool sort of rustic outfit on. It's very interesting.
It's his beachwear.
But I'm ecstatic about this Heat news. We've been getting rumblings of Leonardo DiCaprio. Adam Driver's been attached for like a year, rumblings. But now we also have Bradley Cooper is surrounding a big role in the film, as well as Austin Butler. So Leo, Austin, Bradley, and Adam Driver are all circling roles in Michael Mann's Heat 2 sequel prequel. Amazon has acquired the rights to the film and develop it and distribute it. This is exciting. What do you think?
Dude, I'm anything with Michael Mann I'll watch, and this is an insane cast. What's interesting is that Michael Mann was trying to get this made at Warner Brothers for the past few years, and they just couldn't agree on the budget. So then he took it to United Artists, and they worked with Amazon to put it together in this new package. So he's finally getting the budget that he needed, that he required to make the film the way he wants to. And also, since this is a prequel and a sequel to the events of Heat 1, I'm really curious to see who's playing who. Bradley Cooper and Austin Butler could both be playing the Val Kilmer role, possibly. Austin Butler playing a younger version, and then Bradley playing an older version. That's possible for sure. Adam Driver was in talks back in the day to be playing the De Niro character, but then now DiCaprio has been in talks to play that. Maybe they're playing younger and older versions of the same character.
I don't see a Val Kilmer role here. I see Pacino and De Niro's roles, like a young So because are you gonna go blonde with Adam Driver? Or Bradley Cooper? Is he gonna go blonde?
I would say you go Austin Butler blonde for young Val, and then you can do blonde Bradley Cooper for older Val.
I've never read the book, but I wonder if there are other criminals.
There's got to be.
Maybe one of them is going to play a bigger criminal for a main plot of the film,
like a really big criminal. But I'm so curious who's playing who, and reports were saying DiCaprio was looking to play the Pacino character, but then also the De Niro character. So I think nobody really knows who's playing who. But I think it makes sense that Butler at least is playing the young version of Val Kilmer.
Yeah. I want to talk about Timothée Chalamet because Marty Supreme, like I just said, premiered at the New York Film Festival to amazing response. He opened the movie up and introduced it with Josh Safdie and the rest of the cast. And he's been hiding his buzzed haircut for a while because his head's been shaved for like 2 months while they've been filming Dune 3. And he did this great marketing tease. Like a year ago, Timmy did this really fun, interesting, creative live video stream on Instagram for like 10 minutes. He's in this big warehouse. He's like just interpretive, improvised like performance.
What was he promoting then?
He was just it was just himself. I think I think he was just grateful, and it was like his way of saying thank you. But he was like just it was. I think it was after Dune 2 came out, after
Wonka.
No,
Complete Unknown.
Complete Unknown came out. So he did a new thing where it was a live video on Instagram, 10 minutes long. It's awesome. You got to watch it. I posted it in our story where it opens up with him inside this big glass container. He's got a giant ping pong ball in his head. Obviously, Marty Supreme is about a ping pong player. and they're just ping pong balls flying everywhere inside this container. He gets out of the container, takes off this big ping pong ball head. It's like Jack Skellington size.
It looks like a Dragon Ball.
Yeah, it kind of does
with
look
the
like
stars on it.
It does look like a Dragon Ball. It's a good point, but it's a ping pong ball, obviously. And then he falls out of this tank of ping pong balls. Some guys with giant ping pong ball heads are playing ping pong in the background in the distance of this field. And then he basically reveals his shaved head for like 20 seconds. It's so clever. Like, he knows what he's doing because everyone's been trying to get a glimpse of his shaved head. And he's one of the biggest stars in the world, and his hair is such a big part of his look.
Just like you.
Yeah, kind of. But I mean, Timothee's hair is like part of the juice. And so it's great marketing for Marty Supreme. Then he just goes to this sort of like little bunker and sits in front of a camera and a poster of Marty Supreme.
It's like he's announcing the press junket tour is about to happen.
Or his own, but his own style of press.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was really fantastic and super creative and artistic and something really fun. And he's seeing last year with how he took control of the campaigning of his film, Complete Unknown, with his really unique tour, foregoing the usual press tour stops and really doing things that he thinks touch the youth culture in a great way. And
Podcasts.
And it worked because Complete Unknown, not a gigantic success, but it made a lot of money for what it was. And so I think he has, I love that he has a lot to say and a lot to do when campaigning for his own projects. It shows that he's really committed and passionate about them. I thought it was really great.
And to stay on Dune 3, Rebecca Ferguson revealed she will return as Lady Jessica in the film. If you've read Dune Messiah, you will understand that she said, I don't have a big part in this film. She's barely in the book, but she's in there, so you'd understand. But she said the script is phenomenal.
Can't wait, man. The more Rebecca Ferguson in anything, the better.
Oh, I cannot wait to see a House of... What, the Catherine Bigelow?
House of Dynamite.
House of Dynamite.
Let's Planet the Egyptian, by the way. It starts in November.
We got to go.
Yeah, we should go. Also, Frankenstein's opening there for 2 weeks.
Say less.
On 35mm.
Say less. Are you going to say anything else?
Well, you just said say less. Now you want me to say more? Let's move into the movie trailers released this past week. We got Bugonia, Ballad of a Small Player, Die My Love, and The Witcher. Let's break these down.
Ballad of a Small Player.
Ballad of a Small Player. Let's break down Bugonia, which gave us another great look at what the story is. This really is, Emma Stone versus Jesse Plemons for 2 hours, and I'm all here for it, man.
This trailer was amazing.
Yeah.
A lot more of the plot, a lot more Jesse Plemons. The aesthetics of the characters are great. And we got a little more teasing. Of course, this is about conspiracy theorists who kidnap a CEO of a big company thinking that she is an alien. They shave her head, they kidnap her, they have her in this basement. And in this trailer, they're forcing her basically, we're not going to let you go until you admit that you're an alien on tape. And over again, they're trying to get her to do it convincingly. I cannot wait to see this movie and the reactions. And obviously, people are calling it a modern masterpiece. But, those are just headlines to get your movie sold.
Yeah,
but
it's just marketing.
It looks amazing.
I got to say, man, Jesse Plemons, I can't wait to see this performance. He looks incredible. I'm predicting Jesse Plemons Oscar from this film.
It's possible.
That's my prediction. We haven't seen it yet, but from what I've seen from the trailers, he looks unreal.
Unrecognizable.
Yeah, for real.
Ballad of a Small Player, starring Colin Farrell, dropped its first trailer. This is Edward Berger's new film. The film follows a gambler who must lay low in Macau after his past starts to catch up with him. Releases October 29th on Netflix. This movie looks eccentric, colorful, vibrant. It looks really exciting, and he has this great accent. He plays a lord from England. He's got this great British accent of aristocracy, and he's clearly hiding out from gambling debts in the gambling capital of the world, Macau.
It's the second trailer. This is the full trailer.
The second trailer came out.
But we got a much better look at the film.
Thank you for the correction.
Of course, man. That's what I'm here for.
Worlds will collide as Mod Pizza is teaming up with Tron Ares. From now until November 7th, when you grab your favorite mod creations, you can unlock epic movie rewards and experiences to celebrate the release of Tron Ares, only in theaters on October 10th.
Here's the deal. Spend $30 at Mod and score a $10 Fandango movie reward. Spend $60 and you'll get $20 back in Fandango movie rewards. This means your Mod Pizza Night just became the perfect opening for movie night.
And it doesn't stop there. You can even bring mod pizza boxes to life with an augmented reality race against the clock through a Tron-themed pizza-inspired maze.
So before you head out to see Tron Ares, fuel up at Mod Pizza, claim your Fandango reward, and get ready for a blockbuster night of pizza, movies, and action.
Mod Pizza, the perfect co-star to Disney's Tron Ares, only in theaters on October 10th.
It looks great, and he looks amazing. It looks like Berger and his DP used a lot of really cool macro lenses for so many close-ups of hands and cards and chips and even right on people's faces. So the cinematography, it looks really energetic for a lot of poker playing, which you need to do for people sitting down at a table for most of the film. Next up, best trailer of the week, Die My Love, from Lynn Ramsey, Robert Pattinson, Jennifer Lawrence. This follows a mother who's struggling to maintain her sanity as she battles with psychosis. Hits theaters November 7th. Holy shit, this looks absolutely stunning.
I was not expecting the scope to be this big off the first teasers.
Yeah, the teasers really did not give anything away, but then you see this thing and it's just massive, and it looks like we're just seeing one of the best performances of the century, possibly, with what J-Law is doing in this as an actor, and Pattinson looks great as well. I love the look of it. Lynn Ramsey makes challenging films. She makes dark films. We're going to see some crazy shit in this movie. I'm here. I'm sat. I can't wait to see this film.
The giant forest fire sequence looks really interesting and probably is going to be a great metaphor for the mental state of the character Jennifer Lawrence is playing in the film. Moving on to The Witcher Season 4 dropped a trailer starring Liam Hemsworth as Geralt. Releases October 30th on Netflix. We don't watch this show, really. I watched the first season, but, I don't know many people that are still tuning in, but hopefully you all enjoy it.
They called it a global phenomenon in the trailer.
It was. It was.
Yeah.
The book series is, the games are. Yeah. But is the show a phenomenon? Not anymore.
I will say Hemsworth looks fine in the role.
Yeah,
he looks like, if you're going to replace Cavill, I think he was a good choice, but, I'm not going to be watching
I don't
this.
think the character of Geralt was ever the issue here.
What we are going to be watching, though, is Ocean's 14. George Clooney revealed that the fourth film is moving forward. Their plans to begin filming next year.
Bring everybody back.
Oh, my God. This would be insane.
You, of course, have to replace Bernie Mac, who passed away.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure...
Saul. You have to replace Saul.
Oh, yeah, he passed away as well. So they'll have, 3 open spots then?
I believe you have to replace Ruben as well. I think he passed away as well.
Yeah. You might have to replace 4 spots. And I got to say, you also got to bring Terry Benedict back as well.
You got to have Garcia.
He's part of the DNA of these movies, but everyone else come back as well.
Yeah, well, he's 13. He's the 13th.
True, yeah.
So he is part of the team now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we can get Tess back. It's not their fight.
It's not their fight. Oh, yeah. Imagine getting Tess, Julia Roberts back. And then, what's her name?
Catherine Zeta-Jones
back.
And then you could get Bullock and Blanchett to round out, and then a couple of new faces.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun. Why not, man? Also, it's crazy to look like Matt Damon's still on top. Brad Pitt's still on top. F1, The Odyssey. These guys are still, 20 years later, the biggest stars alive. I love it. They really are. This is, such good news.
Stranger Things dropped some character posters, guys, as well as their budget. Each episode of Stranger Things reportedly has cost $50 million to produce for Season 5. This is one of the most expensive, if not the most expensive season of television ever produced.
Second most expensive, only behind The Rings of Power, which cost $58 million per episode.
What are they doing with that money? Where's the money going?
Look at those costumes. What are that plastic armor?
They're wearing Under Armour.
They're wearing styrofoam chest plates.
It's all CGI, obviously.
Oh my God. But and these posters, they confirm this is it. This is the final season. It says one last adventure as the tagline. Vecna's obviously going to be the big bad. He's got a huge face in the clouds in the sky of these posters.
Hopefully he learned to walk a little quicker.
Yeah, maybe he can jog or at least speed walk. Jazzercise. He's been jazzercising. So it's good to see it come to an end. It's been a long time.
I feel like I was a child when this came out. Originally, Stranger Things.
I think we were 24 24.
Pretty young. It's been a while.
Yeah, a long fucking time.
Now everyone knows how old we are.
So it is concluding. I'm sure Netflix will want to do some kind of spinoff eventually, but at least I would say maybe the Duffers and these actors are done after the season.
Well, I mean, Duffers are going to Paramount.
That's
after
true.
this.
That's true.
So they signed a Paramount deal. But the posters look cool. Everyone's standing in front of a giant neon 5. Looks eerie. Looks very dark. I want them to go hardcore, brutal horror for this series. The last season was awesome, and it got really dark. I think keep pushing in that direction. I'm excited to see the conclusion finally.
A Knight of Seven Kingdoms revealed that it won't be featuring any dragons or magic since it's set 50 years after the death of the last dragon. So don't expect any dragons in this new show. Quote, nobody's thinking about magic. This could basically be the 14th century Britain, but in this fantasy world. They've also will not have an opening title sequence. That's the Game of Thrones one. It's a clear signal to audiences that they're about to experience something different from what they're used to. They did drop the first poster, and also the show premieres in January on HBO Max, which is a good time to drop a show when there's not that many films to watch.
Michael Jackson biopic. Remember this movie, guys, that Antoine Fuqua has been making? We got an update on Michael. So due to a rights issue, the film had to be totally reconceived by Antoine Fuqua and writer John Logan. Additional photography has now wrapped, and the film ends after Jackson's triumphant rise to fame in the 1980s. So all the footage of MJ's later King of Pop and scandal-plagued years, including 2 weeks of shooting at Neverland Ranch, now owned by Ron Burkle, is unusable.
Wow.
So they had to basically reshoot this movie in a lot of ways. Producer Graham King's plan is to make a second Michael movie that would include all of that stuff if the first film performs really well. And that will have a ton of yet-to-be-shot footage with Jafar Jackson as well. Coleman Domingo and Miles Teller will still be a part of the film. If it's a hit, then they will release that second film, part 2, and shoot more of it. But it's really interesting that they basically had to redo this whole movie. And remember, the Jackson estate is paying for the costs associated with the production debacle here. Lionsgate and Universal, which has international distribution rights to the film, will attach the Michael trailer to Wicked for Good in November.
So this is what they meant. I remember months ago it was released that the movie was being split into 2 films.
Yep.
We thought it was going to be a 2-parter because it was so epic, but it looks like this was the cause of a split of the footage. I wonder what the rights issue is specifically. It could be with the music.
The scandals that
the scandals. Yeah, it's going to be, I feel like with a character like MJ, to end the film in the late 80s when he's rising to fame. I mean, if you have to end it there, you have to end it there, but it would feel incomplete as a story. Whereas like with the new Springsteen film, it's one era of his life. With the Complete Unknown, it was the beginning of his rise in music. But this one, MJ's career was so big in the 90s and 2000s. I feel like it could do a disservice to the story to have to stop it early.
Yeah, it's possible. He was the biggest musician to ever live.
Yeah,
and we'll see.
In the 90s, man. Yeah, that's it.
I'm looking forward to finally seeing a teaser of this, but also for Roofman, which is dropping very soon in theaters, October 17th, I believe. Channing Tatum for marketing has spent a night in Toys R Us for his new Roofman, filming some fun content. This is a crazy true story of a man who escaped prison, lived out in a Toys R Us store, and robbed more than 60 McDonald's, herding staff into freezers.
It was a great video because it was like a 30-minute reel.
Yeah,
and he's kind of like an old head. It makes me feel good because he turned it on selfie mode. He's like, "Hey guys, I don't really do this," and he was like figuring it out. I think they had him. They're like, "Do an Instagram live, Channing. It'll be great." But it was cute, and it was funny because he said, "So Toys R Us are different now," and he's like, "We found one that's in a mall. It's the only one we could find, and it's like in a shopping mall." But it looked great. Great little promo. Also, the film's awesome. Guys, check it out. I really enjoyed it.
Tickets go on sale for Wicked for Good on Wednesday, guys. All you fans. We also got some new posters and some IMAX posters, which look great.
What do you think about that silhouette poster?
Which one?
The one with Elphaba's silhouette.
Looks okay.
Floating heads inside of it.
Looks okay.
It was very reminiscent of those early X-Men First Class posters with their silhouettes and their heads inside of it. I don't know about the floating head poster.
As we know, Disney are looking to acquire new IPs for adaptations. Impossible Creatures is their latest acquisition. They have paid a substantial 7-figure deal, which means probably, like $9 million for the movie-based rights of Impossible Creatures books. The story follows two kids who go on a quest across magical islands to save creatures from a looming evil.
That sounds like a nice franchise for kids.
Sure.
Yeah, that sounds great. All right, fans of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we got a first look at Chrome Alone 2. This is an animated short set in the Mutant Mayhem universe and follows the Turtles as they go to New Jersey, dirty Jersey, on a mission after a toy company exploits their newfound fame.
You're going to get some water.
Some water.
Water. That's how they say it in Jersey.
Water.
We love Jersey. Water. Polly Pocket, guys, the movie you've been waiting for, is moving forward at Amazon MGM. Lily Collins will star in the lead role. Jordan Weiss and Dan Breyer are writing the script. Reese Witherspoon's Hello Sunshine production company is now co-developing the film.
Which one's Polly Pocket?
It's like a case.
Oh, it's like the purse
Pocket
is a house.
case, yeah.
Okay.
Like a purse case, yeah.
We need our Barbie. All right.
So in Boston we call them pocketbooks. So I almost said pocketbook. People be like, "What's a pocketbook?"
Pocketbook is a weird word.
But it's pocketbook.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
pocketbook.
yeah,
It's pocketbook.
pocketbook.
That's what we call purses in Boston.
It's a strange term, but
It
yeah.
is. There's a lot of strange terms out there.
All right, we got yet another new teaser for Pluribus.
Final bit of news, but yes.
Vince Gilligan's new series, again, follows the most miserable person on Earth who must save the world from happiness. November 7th, Apple TV. I'm waiting for like a 2-minute trailer.
There's been,
Can we get a 2-minute trailer?
10-second teasers of this show.
I mean, I'm curious. I'm already curious, Apple. Just can we see what this show is?
Look at what they're doing to you.
They're driving me crazy. They're driving me crazy with
Vince
these
Gilligan's
teasers.
like, yes, drive Raiders of the Lost podcast insane out of their minds.
What is it?
All right, that wraps movie news, guys. Stay tuned for some great episodes upcoming. We're going to do Tron Ares on Friday. We'll do spoiler-free for about like 20 minutes, and then we'll dive into some spoilers for the second half of that episode. But you can tune in free and safe from getting the movie spoiled, which is going to be a lot of fun. I think you guys are going to enjoy that film. Also, do all the things that help our show. Join our YouTube memberships on YouTube, our homepage. You can click that join link, and you can get perks like access to episodes early, bonus episodes, custom emojis, all kinds of things. Patreon.com/Raiders of Lost Podcast. Go there to also subscribe. You get bonus episodes. You get access to our Discord there for watch parties with incredible members and chat around the world with them, as well as Letterboxd Recap lives there only. Access to merchandise as well. Plus, leave those 5-star ratings and reviews on Spotify and Apple as always. And take care.
See you next time.
This episode was executive produced by our chosen one patrons, Nicholas Martin and Jacob Kossler. Raiders of the Lost Podcast is a mirror image production. Opening music by Chase Jackson.